Hello students, welcome to e-learning session in plant cell and tissue culture. Today in this session, we learn about the definition of cybrids and cybridization and few applications and the benefits of cybridization. Plants are the cells which containing the nucleus of one species, but cytoplasm from both the parental species. They are called as the cybrids, and the process is called as cybridization. So this is one type of somatic hybridization. Here, instead of having the cytoplasm and the nucleus of both the parents, here we will be having the cytoplasm of both the parents, but the nucleus of only one parent will be retained in the hybrid. Such type of hybrids are called as cybrids, and the process is called as cybridization. Here it involves the fusion of two protoplasts, just like our somatic hybridization. One will be the donor and another will be the recipient, in which donor nuclear material is eliminated, while its cytoplasm will be merged with the other protoplast to form the new hybrid having the nucleus of one parent and the cytoplasm of the two parents. Such type of hybrids are called as the cybrids. See here, you have the A plant protoplast and B plant protoplast. And when we do the somatic hybridization, you will have the cytoplasm of both the parents A and B and the nuclear material of both the parents A and B. But here in cybrids, we will have the cytoplasm of both A and B parent, but the nuclear genome will be from only one parent, that is A parent. And here we do not find the nuclear genome from the B parent. Such type of the hybrids are called as the cybrids. And here there is loss of nucleus from the B protoplast. This the nuclear material will be suppressed, or it will be degraded, or it will be removed by irradiation before fusion using gamma rays or the X-rays. And these hybrids are selected based on the extranuclear genome or cytoplasmic organelles. They have the DNA. Based on that, these hybrids are selected. These hybrids are produced in order to transfer the organelles between the genera or within the genera. It may be intrageneric or intergeneric. Here the biological information will be transferred through the organelles. The organelle or genetic material will be transferred between the hybrids. And this will be also used to combine the cytoplasm gene of one species to another species, which have the nucleus with the cytoplasm. And this hybridization is also a way for the species which do not perform sexual reproduction with each other. So gene transfer is very easy in such plants or in such cells. So this way, this hybridization provides the facility to make the hybrid having the desired characteristics. And these hybrids can be used for study of the interaction between the nuclear genome and the organellar genome, how they interact. We can study by using hybrids. And we also will be able to study the phylogenetic limitation of compatibility between the nucleus and the organellar genome. It will be used to replace organelles such as chloroplast and mitochondria with that of another genotype. There are many examples of plants having desired character have been isolated by the process of hybridization. Example is in case of Brassica, chloroplast replacement in Brassica has made Brassica plants to confer or to give resistance to herbicides such as the atrazine. And in addition to that, cytoplasmic male sterility is possible by the process of hybridization. And this hybridization is very useful for sterile plants. And here, this is the best example for combining the mitochondrial DNA and the chloroplast DNA in between the species or between the genera or even within the species and the genera. The plants like medicinal plants, crop plants, sterile plants, or many other valuable species also included in this process of hybridization to get the desired character in the individual. And this is a type of asymmetric hybrid formation. Here we have the cytoplasm of the two parent, but the nuclear genome of only one parent. Here is one example where the Brassica napus has been made resistant to the blackleg disease causing fungus, that is Formalingum. In Brassica napus, the plants are susceptible to the fungus Formalingum, which causes blackleg disease. And here, what they've done is they have fused the recipient Brassica napus plant with the donor plants of Brassica like Brassica niger, Brassica juncea, and Brassica carinata. And these donor plants are resistant to Formalingum infection. And the hybridization has been done to the recipient plant, and the donor plant, the cytoplasm has been taken after irradiation, and the hybrids what we get will be having the cytoplasm of both recipient and donor, but the nuclear genome of only one recipient, that is one parent. And this hybrid was the fused protoplast was allowed to grow on the, so here you can see this is the recipient plant susceptible to Formalingum, and the donor plant which is having the resistance against the fungus infection was taken, protoplast was isolated from both the plants, and this donor plant was irradiated to remove the nuclear component, and later it was fused with the recipient protoplast, and fused protoplasts were selected against the Formalingum infection by growing these protoplasts on the media that will be supplemented or will be incorporated with the toxin which is isolated from the Formalingum culture. So what they will do meanwhile, while fusing the protoplast, before growing these hybrids on the media, the culture of the Formalingum will be taken and culture filtrate will be fractionated for the toxin which will be produced from the Formalingum. Later, this toxin will be incorporated in the media where they want to grow these hybrids. When these hybrids were made to grow on the media supplemented with the toxin, the protoplast which will grow on the media supplemented with the toxin will be resistant to Formalingum infection, but not the other the fused hybrids. So such type of regenerated hybrids will be further selected, and those brassica plant will be resistant against the Fomalingam infection. So this is one example where by using the asymmetric fusion, we are getting the plants having the desired characteristic. So like this, the hybridization play an important role in the transfer of the genes, especially the cytoplasmic organellar gene between the species or within the species, or in other way in between the genera or within the genera. So this is the best example where we can transfer the cytoplasmic component or the cytoplasmic organellar DNA in between the protoplast. So in this session, you learned about the definition of hybrids, the process of hybridization, and benefits of hybridization, and one example on asymmetric protoplast fusion, which will be used for selection of the production and selection of the disease resistant plant, that is Brassica napus. I hope you understood this session. Thank you.